Meet Erin Kinsey, a Texas-born country singer whose passion for music shines as bright as the Texas sun. With a voice that hits you right in the heart, Erin's songs are filled with raw emotion and honesty. She writes her own songs, shreds on guitar, and pours her soul into every lyric and chord. On stage, Erin brings a contagious energy that electrifies the crowd and makes every performance unforgettable. Erin's inspiration? The outdoors. Sunshine, fresh air, and long walks spark her creativity, helping her dream up new melodies and stories. But sometimes, nature has its own plans, and the weather can change in an instant. One afternoon, Erin's peaceful walk turned into a wild adventure when the skies suddenly opened up. This story isn't just about music, it's about grit, quick thinking, and a thunderstorm that wouldn't quit, testing Erin's spirit. Erin's the kind of person who can handle chaos, adapt on the fly, and still find the magic in every moment no matter how wild. Ready for a story about a girl, her guitar, and a sky with attitude? This is one you won't forget. It's fast, fun, and proof that the best stories come from the most unexpected moments. So buckle up and get ready. We're diving into Erin's 5-minute thrill ride, a whirlwind of music, weather, and heart. You're going to love this. Let's get started and see what happens when talent meets a Texas storm. It started as a perfect day. Blue sky, warm sun, the kind of morning that makes you want to linger outside and soak it all in. There were just a few clouds drifting lazily, barely enough to cast a shadow. Erin set out for a walk, notebook in hand, hoping for a spark of inspiration. She breathed in the fresh air, feeling her worries melt away with each step. But then, almost without warning, the wind picked up, and those fluffy clouds turned dark and heavy, rolling in with surprising speed. The birds fell silent. The air thickened as if the world was pausing, waiting for something to happen. Erin glanced up. Something was coming, and it felt big. The sky shifted from friendly blue to stormy gray in minutes, as if someone had flipped a switch. A low rumble echoed in the distance, thunder rolling across the fields. Erin's relaxing stroll had become a race against the weather, her steps quickening as the sky grew darker. She picked up her pace, heart pounding, eyes on the sky, every sense alert to the coming storm. The temperature dropped and the world felt tense, like nature was holding its breath, waiting for the first crack of thunder. The storm was closing in fast, swallowing the last bits of sunlight. Erin knew she had to move, her mind racing with thoughts of shelter. The wind whipped around her, tugging at her hair and clothes, and the first cold drops of rain began to fall. She was alert, adrenaline kicking in, every muscle ready to sprint if needed. This was no ordinary walk. It had become an adventure, a test of her resolve. The grumpy sky was about to put on a show, and Erin was right in the middle of it. Lightning split the sky. Brilliant, electric, and way too close for comfort. The jagged bolt illuminated the world for a heartbeat, turning night into day and casting wild shadows across the landscape. Erin's breath caught in her throat as the air crackled with energy, the storm's raw power impossible to ignore. Thunder crashed, shaking the ground and rattling Erin to her core. The sound was so loud it seemed to vibrate through her bones, echoing in her chest and making her heart race. Each rumble felt like the earth itself was roaring in protest. The wind howled, bending trees and sending leaves flying. It whipped around her, tugging at her clothes and hair, making it nearly impossible to stand still. The storm's fury was relentless, and Erin felt its force in every gust. Rain poured down in sheets, drenching Erin in seconds. The cold water soaked her to the skin, blurring her vision and making every step slippery and uncertain. It was as if the sky itself had opened up, unleashing everything at once. It was chaos, light, sound, wind, and water all at once. Erin clutched her hat, squinting through the downpour, struggling to keep her balance as the storm raged around her. Every instinct screamed at her to find shelter, but she pressed on. Every sense was on high alert. The flash of lightning, the roar of thunder, the sting of rain. The world felt alive, electric, and dangerous. Erin's skin tingled with adrenaline as she braced herself for whatever came next. The world was a blur of motion and noise. Erin felt small, almost insignificant, but also amazed by the storm's power. She knew she couldn't stay out in the open, not with nature unleashing its full force. The storm was relentless, and she needed shelter, fast. It was a total sensory overload, every sound and sensation amplified. But Erin kept moving, determined to find safety, refusing to let fear slow her down. The storm was wild, but so was her spirit. Time to run. With every step, Erin pushed forward, her determination burning brighter than the lightning above. Erin spotted a farmhouse porch up ahead, her only hope. Lightning flashed again, thunder booming right behind it. She sprinted, feet splashing through puddles, rain blinding her. The wind pushed back, but she pushed harder. Every step was a battle, but she didn't slow down. The porch was close, just a few more strides. She scrambled up the steps, breathless and soaked. Safe at last, she leaned against the wall, heart racing. The storm raged just feet away, but Erin was out of danger. She watched the rain pour and the sky light up, grateful for shelter. It felt like an action movie, except this was real. Erin had made it. Now she could finally breathe. As the storm faded, Erin caught her breath and watched the sky. Lightning flickered in the distance, thunder rolling away. The rain slowed, then stopped. Sunlight broke through the clouds, painting everything gold. And then, a rainbow, bright and bold, stretched across the sky. Erin smiled, awestruck by nature's grand finale. The wild storm had turned into something beautiful. She realized even scary moments can end with wonder. Erin's 5-minute adventure became a story, and maybe a new song. She learned to respect nature, think fast, and find beauty in chaos. Sometimes the best memories come from the wildest days. Next time you see a storm, find shelter and enjoy the show. You never know what magic might follow the rain.